Hey, hey, hey. How you doing? It's your girl Cassie King, and I'm coming to you guys with some trending topics. So I hope that you guys are all feeling well. I hope all is well. I hope that you guys woke up blessed and highly favored. We will be having the verse of the day dropping this evening. We will be having our Bible tea party is available for you guys to watch as well. If you guys want to see what King Solomon's temple may have looked like, if you guys are into all of that, and if you guys like to read your Bible and you guys have problems reading, you need somebody to read for you. If you need some, if you need a unique way of reading the Bible and something to keep you in tune with the Holy Spirit, then go on ahead and head over to our Bible tea parties and get through a lot of those live streams. We gotten through. The goal here, guys, is we want to read the entire Bible before the year is up. That was our New Year's resolution. We getting somewhere, but we probably ain't gonna be able to. We probably ain't gonna be able to accomplish it. You never know. Anyway, we are in so far 1 Kings, and we're gonna be heading into chapter 9 next time we meet up. But we've been going from book by book, so Genesis up until now. And as you guys, if you guys are interested, you'll get to see how I transition. I've been changing on camera, on live. You see me change from being one way to getting better and better and better at being confident with the word, being confident with my spirituality and my relationship with Jesus, and then being confident as this new change version that the Lord is turning me into. Okay, so right now we're going to begin into our trending topics as well, and then we're going to support some of the information that I'm going to tell my opinion on with some biblical advice as well, because the Lord said we cannot gossip. We're just merely going over some of the details with our celebrities, and then we're going to try to relate with our celebrity on those that have regular lives that deal with the same thing as well. But as you guys all know, we got some people on the board today. Well, the one and only Cardi B. Doop, 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 doop. Yay! All right. So as you guys can tell by the title, Cardi B has been into some things, child. Okay. Cardi B just dropped her album. Congratulations, Miss Ma'am. Like I told y'all, mind you, I've told y'all this. I'll say every time she drop an album, it'd be a baby on the way. Okay. Somebody said she ain't even with Offset no more. She got a new man. She got her a new man. Okay. Stephen so-and-so. Okay. Because this ain't about him. It's about her. Right. So Cardi B is breaking records left to right following the release of her sophomore album. Just short hours after she dropped the Am I the Drama, the mother of four revealed that she has broken the Guinness World Record for the most albums delivered by drone in an hour. What I said. What I said. In an hour, y'all. We better get into it. Thanks to Cardi's partnership with Walmart, Wing Drone Delivery, and Atlantic Records, fans were able to get her new album delivered to their homes via UAV drones. Okay, that's unique. I told y'all what I said. What did I say? I told y'all she'd be sending out drones for all the best writers, right? Well, anyway, she sent out them same drones to get them albums put out to her fans and her supporters, okay? So again, guys, she was breaking some records left and right with this album, okay? Let me show you guys what Miss Cardi has to say with her little Walmart partnership. I like this for her as let me see.
I can't even believe this. My fans been getting my album from drones. My album has been literally flying off the shelf from Walmart. because Walmart has been delivering my album in drones in the Fort Worth parts of Dallas, Texas. Like a drone is going down their house and here you go, here's your Cardi B album. And I'm so thankful because we even broke the record, the most delivery in 1 hour. So the drones is tired, honey. You can't even get it no more from a drone. But my album is still at Walmart, so make sure you got that. And support me, please. I need money.
I love that for her. Yes, yes, yes. So Cardi B has broke the record of the most sold out or she sold what was it? The record of selling the most anything in an hour by drone. Anyway, they sold her album by drone, and she broke the record, and she got some partnership with some real big companies as well. So go ahead, give her kudos for that. Shout out to Cardi B on that one. Okay, girl, we see you, Miss Meow. She also reached platinum with this album soon after it dropped. Okay. Am I the Drama includes her previous smash hits, which is WAP and Up, her collaboration with Megan Thee Stallion, and was already nine times platinum before the album arrived, and Up was 5 times platinum before her album hit the streets. Cardi defended her decision to include both previously released singles on her album. Smart move. She's a businesswoman. WAP and Up are 2 of my favorite songs. My fans have been asking me to put them on the album, and people search for them on ILP all the time. You know, she's going to make sure she take care of y'all too. You know, her fans. Congratulations, Cardi B. Her brand new album, I Am the Drama, is out and already platinum. Okay, so she's doing her big one. Okay, so that is what is given with Cardi B's album. I want you guys to see a clip that I found on Instagram of Joe Budden and his crew and what they got to say about her album. And let's kind of get into it. So again, y'all, I don't listen to Cardi B too much of her music because it is very seductive and succular music. And I, you know, on the spiritual sense, I try my hardest to kind of not do too much with that kind of music, but we want to give credit where credit is due. And hopefully, you know, she could turn this around for a more positive thing. But she is in the contract. She worked with her. We don't judge here. We just here to, you know, key. Also, too, real quick warning before we play the Joe Budden, is going to be some cuss words and some foul language. So, okay. One of these days, Susan is going to give me the proper equipment so I can bleep and stuff. Right, Susan? Right. That's what she said. Right. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and watch this clip from Joe Budden and what he has to say. His people, they made some clips what her album is given. Okay. So if you guys have listened to her album outside of the hit singles that we are very familiar with, comment down below and rate it 1 through 10, 10 being the best in terms of y'all that like secular music. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. No sound.
Yes, it is.
Especially waiting for some shit like that, she snatched.
Overall, I would give it a really good grade. That's the problem with women empowerment. You get a bunch of them together that's been cheated on. It does get dark for us, the city boys. And I'm not a city boy, but it does get a little dark. Listen, a lot of shots from Cardi B on this project.
Yeah, she let some people have it.
Album title, Am I the Drama? I came away with, bitch, yes.
For sure. No
yes,
question.
Yes, you are all of it, most of it.
And you like it.
Bronx shit, New York shit, we come out shooting, man.
She said, my nigga be cheating, but you be putting a dildo in your dude's ass.
Yeah,
See, and this is why you can't play with chicks. Especially Bronx chicks.
At all.
They about to just say whatever before they shoot you.
I feel like she really hit her core audience. Girls that got cheated on, girls that met a new rich nigga after they got cheated on, and niggas that's bird.
Y'all, I did not know. I lied. I think I did know. That's why I wanted to warn you guys about the language. Lord, forgive us. Clean our ears, Lord. Clean our ears. Y'all, on the Am I the Drama video, Am I the Drama album, Cardi B said that she said some type of phrase of where, yeah, my man was cheating on me, but your man was letting you put a D word in his A word. Y'all heard that? She said all that on her album like that. Oh, child, I thought WAP was succulent. Jesus. Woo-hoo. Y'all best to sprinkle holy water upon the vampire. Okay, so that's what it's given so far. That's what some of the podcasters are saying about the album. So it's giving very much so. She throwing shots, y'all. It's giving very much so. Cardi B coming out swinging with her hit records back to back. Okay, because remember I told y'all she sent out them drones and she went to looking for the best writers and they came together and they made this masterpiece that went platinum. And she did what she needed to do. So she can go sit up with her man, because she got her a very rich, successful black man, and she one of the very, very few baby mamas he got. And so anyway, and their child is going to be very beautiful. I love me a good biracial baby, because I'm a biracial. That baby gonna be cute. Anyway, and congratulations to the baby too. Anyway, now some of the girls that she had came for on the song, come to find out, I feel like I guess they wasn't feeling none of that. So Miss JT, she had something to say in response to Cardi B's diss. Okay, now when y'all got to be careful when y'all be doing all this coming together and hitting each other with this verbal abuse, verbally abusing each other and stuff. Well, anyway, child, that's what it's given. JT wants to defend herself. And so let's see what JT got to say. I think JT is very pretty. I think I just love me a girl with juicy lips and smooth skin. Because, I got hyperpigmentation. So I love me a little brown skin with smooth skin. Brown skin girl. Brown skin girl. So apparently the girl, we gonna watch what Charlamagne and them guys to say about what was said, okay, in the song and etc. So this is what I found on somebody's Facebook. Okay. Brown skin girl.
JT, formerly of the City Girls, got into it yesterday online. So Cardi B dropped Am I the Drama? She has a song on the project called Magnet. Magnet, in the song, she does take a shot at JT and at Uzi. Let's take a listen to the verse on Magnet.
I hate clean versions on diss records. It sounds so trash.
Yeah, but I had to play the whole verse because
you could have just told us.
No, I think
you could have just told us.
I think it's better to hear. But okay, so for instance, at the end, she's talking about Uzi. She's talking about she's saying she's alleging that JT and Uzi share bags. So people get on Uzi because of the way he dresses, and they call it flamboyant and the bags and all the things. She talks
sounds way better, dirty version.
She talks about Rick Owens and people. JT is and Rick Owens a lot. People have been on JT for a minute about her choosing to get into like the whole Rick Owens vibe and all the things. And then she's talking about switching up on your friend when she's going through it. So JT and Young Miami notably got into it. It was a very big thing online when they got into it. And Young Miami tweeted throughout of that that she doesn't respect people who come for her when she's down. And then last shot that was thrown when she's talking about your loyalty depends on who you're around. Cardi mentioned that here, and I didn't catch it until after, but people are pointing to the fact that that's probably about Nicki Minaj because JT and Cardi have been going back and forth since some time. So back in 2018, Cardi did their song Twerk, the City Girls. Yep. Things were cool. Everything was good. JT came out and congratulated Glorilla on Tomorrow 2 and the success of it. She didn't mention Cardi B. People called that out. It caused some like back and forth with them online. They've been going in and out of it, but Cardi has mentioned prior to that she's felt like, and fans have pointed out too, that they felt like when JT started working with Nicki Minaj and doing some shows with her energy and her vibe, and just the relationship with Cardi tanked again. So yesterday on X, they started throwing things back and forth. So JT got on X and she tagged the Patriots, CNN, Cardi, Donald Trump, Atlantic Records,
Donald Trump.
Payola, and a couple other accounts into an interview that a guy named Chris Blake Griffith did. We talked about Chris Blake Griffith here because there was some DMs with Drake, remember? And then they came out to be not real DMs or whatever. They were alleged not to be real DMs. But this is a stylist who has alleged several times that Stefan Diggs sexually assaulted him. And that was a whole big story some time ago. But this is coming back up again because he recently, like 12 days ago, sat down for this interview. So JT posts a clip from the interview. She tags Cardi and all these people. She then is talking about, she wants justice for Chris. It's unfair that, men who are alleging sexual assault get swept under the rug, like that whole thing.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
She doing, Nikki did this before. Nikki did this before.
Yeah, she's going in. She's saying
With
JT.
the whole Megan thing. This is crazy.
JT says gay men should be protected. I feel like this isn't being taken seriously enough. This is nuts and it's sad. Cardi B's baby father is a gay man, not because of how he dresses or expresses himself, but because then she talks about the allegations that Chris is saying these things out of his mouth. Justice for Chris, all the things. So at that point now,
they be wanting justice when they beefing. They be wanting justice for other people when they beefing with a person.
Oh yeah, because it didn't stop there.
I'm just saying what's out there. I mean, that's just what it is. It's definitely, it corresponds.
Yes,
they always want justice for somebody. That's what's up. Okay.
So.
And that is true. Like, we could, y'all, before the beef came out, if these allegations were true, because I want to talk about that real quick, because this is my first time watching this this interview or this podcast talk about it. But if there is allegations that's made about someone, let's not start trying to talk about getting justice for someone being SA'd during a beef. No, literally, they really do need to look into that. They need to look into it. Let's not make it about throwing this shot, that shot, or whatever the case may be. Because at the end of the day, justice does need to be served for somebody that if they were SA'd by someone and they just getting swept under the rug and stuff like that. No, that's a hard no. And y'all know how they get down in Hollywood. Why everybody just joking about it? No, seriously, do this man need some help? Y'all comment down below. Y'all tell me if I'm what I missed. What I missed.
Rolling out her album, so she's meeting with fans. She's at a Walmart and there's thousands of fans there, but she's on X, and then she also posts a video. So she hops on X and she's like, that's not true, I have receipts of it, and then she throws back some allegations as well. She says that she alleges that Uzi forced JT to get abortions. She also talks about having some like ashy nudes of JT as well. She talks about some things that she's, I guess she's saying she has receipts that he said about Rock Nation. And then she posts this video while at a listening event. Let's take a listen.
I apologize for being late, but I'm going to make sure I take a picture with everybody that purchases an and a CD. Real purchase. No but real purchase, real people. And I got receipts for days. Nasty ones. I even got ashy nudes. I got you ashy ass nudes too. Thought I was finished last year. That's what it is.
I will say though, I was disappointed in JT for that because JT can rap. And as long as we've known JT, she's always been about the music.
Bars.
Cardi gave you bars. Like, I want to hear you rap, JT. I don't want to see tweets and Instagram raps. What Gina Fuse say? Rap. Get in the booth. Okay, all that social media chat.
Right. So if this is like a beef situation, then get back at her in the studio. You should have went in just like how Nicki Minaj and I really honestly I don't like when we talk about one rapper, female rappers, and then Nicki Minaj gets in the conversation. But honestly, I mean, who else can we compare rapping to? What besides mentioning the greatest, right? In my opinion, when Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion had got into it, Nicki Minaj dropped Bigfoot. right? So JT, I feel like if you wanted to respond to this, you should have responded via rap. So Charlamagne might be a number of things, but he right on this part. He right on that one.
always want to say Cardi's not an artist, but she took it to the booth. She had an issue with JT.
She held all this. Yeah, she held all this.
JT
for the album.
JT, you took it to the internet. Where the music at?
And
I don't want to hear these rants and these. I want to see the bars. Where the bars at, JT?
Well, yesterday JT was in the studio. She was on Snapchat and she addressed the situation. That she didn't drop bars yet, but she was in the studio. Let's take a listen to what JT had to say.
This rat ass right. This supposed to be a mother rim, and she threatening to snitch on some mother body because she don't have anything to say about it. That a loser. So then she said, I'm gonna tell everybody nation what you said, what he said. No, not just that. The trying to spread fake tea about abortions when she stood her illiterate ass in front of millions of people and said she stand for pro-choice. Drops bomb. I can't take the dumb serious. I can't take the show me typing those mother messages, or I'm calling the police on your ass for defamation of character because I'm sick of it, and I will be back.
You're not a podcaster, JT. You're not a radio personality. You're not a screamer. Rap. Get in the booth. I want to hear this through music. Okay? Because that's what Cardi gave you. Cardi gave you bars. Cardi gave you a record. I want to hear music, JT.
And then you call one person. She called Cardi a snitch, right?
Yeah, she
said, I'm going to call the police. Don't look like that. No.
Well, Cardi B then tweeted, ladies and gentlemen, this is why the album is called And By the Drama. Good night, everybody.
So y'all, that is what's been going on between Cardi B and JT. But let's keep it real, right? Before we get into our next situation since Cardi B's album dropped, because let's keep it real, right? You as rappers, if this is some type of friendly competition or unfriendly competition, Cardi B, somebody just pulling my energy. I reject that in the name of Jesus. So Cardi B, she wrote, like Charlamagne said, she wrote her disc. JT, go write your disc back. You cool with Nicki? Call Nick. Nicki M was good. What do rappers do? I don't know. I feel like rappers, they talk all like monotone, like, hey yo, what's good, Nicki M? Yo, what's up, Minaj? Hey, wait, yo, what's good? I gotta drop bars on Shorty real quick. You feel me? You heard? Because I think that's how they would. Hey, yo, you hear that diss track? All right, check it. Get me in the booth right now, yo. I don't know. Maybe that's what they do. Which I think. No? Okay. Anyway, yeah. So JT, you need to get up in that studio and respond. Let's go ahead and get some art made out of this and get some money made out of it. You might as well exploit y'all beef because she gonna get paid regardless. Her album already went platinum. Her bills are paid. Okay. So whether it's true or not true. Y'all already throwing shots. Y'all might as well just turn it into art. Anyway, because now it's like if you do drop a diss track, it's like, do people you want to hear it back? Hear the new? I don't know. But yeah, that's what happened with JT and Cardi B. So Cardi B, Are You the Drama? Is giving yes, ma'am. There was also when she had mentioned the whole Rick Owens situation. Let me go show you guys. Then JT went viral for this little moment right here. You see that witchy hoodoo lady? She looked like, let me hush. But she's clearly strange. Y'all go look up these people. This is the lady that worked with Travis Scott. She do a lot of witchy hoodoo stuff. You could tell that she is a witchy hoodoo. They're very demonic people. Somebody said it's given Addams Family. Don't come for me. I love the Addams Family and I love Rick Owens. Huh? Okay. I just mind my business. My life, great. She loved Rick Owens' clothes so much. If Demon Time was an event. Okay, but whatever Miss Girl wearing. Okay, but whatever Miss Girl wearing on her legs is cute. Low key, the way those boots would eat with a mini skirt. Anyway, I don't like none of them things. They look weird and demonic. They shows be looking demonic. Everything be looking demonic. JT, be careful. But you know, her little boyfriend, he's a little demonic as well. JT's boyfriend is Lil Uzi, and he's very demonic. Okay, let me show y'all. So I wouldn't be surprised if she's not initiated into some type of demonic, devilish agreement. Not trying to judge, but I just wanted to paint the picture for y'all. Okay. In terms of his art is dark. His art is all devil. Okay. Anyway, that's the painted picture of JT and what Cardi B is coming up against. And then Cardi B also threw some shots at this other rapper by the name of Bia. Bia is a rapper. Bia, she got some song. I like 2 or 3 songs by Bia. I like this song. I like some songs by her. Now, Bia, she is also a rapper as well. I don't know why Cardi and her are beefing. I can't really recall why, but we're gonna watch an interview clip of why she decided to diss her in her album. But it's given that she's giving these girls more fame and popularity as well, because I mean the album went platinum, so now they're gonna go looking for these girls. But this is who Bia is. I like the way her tone and some of the music that because she talks real soft like this in her rap song. She like, yeah, Bia, that's how she sounds. Well, that's how it sounds to me. But this is who Bia is. She's also a rapper. Anyway, Cardi B, she pretty much has a lot to say about this girl in her album as well. And then they tell, and this is what they, have what she has to say about it and why.
At this point, though, like, I mean, so that reignites everything. Because I remember y'all were going back and forth. Your whole thing was you felt like you just doing this because you want my platform, you want the attention. I'm going to give it to you, and then I'm done with it. This reignites it all. Like, why even address her again on the album?
Because you mentioned my kids trying to be cute. There's going to be times that, like, people throw shots at you, or, like, there's going to be times, like, like when she did her little diss and it was trash. But it's like everything on social media is going to be seen. So when my kids grow up one day and they see that you mentioned them, and then they're going to ask me, like, so what you said, what you did, I'm not going to tell my kids, like, I just felt like she took the high road because she lost, because people wasn't on her side. No, I'm not saying that to my kids. You know what it is? I feel like last year, every artist was like beefing.
Girl.
Like every artist was beefing, and I think she was going to get a moment out of that because she thought that I was copying her. And I had a conversation with her. First, we was cursing each other out. Then I had a real conversation with her, and I was like, listen, I'm not copying you. I don't even look at you. Like, you're not a person that I look at or I'm inspired by. And the conversation ended. Then she kept going because of a music video. And it's like, oh, girl, you definitely not on the mood board. Then this bitch, right? It be a lot of funny shit behind the scenes. It really be a lot of funny shit behind the scenes. This producer that was working with, like, my ex, he was going around saying that I was messing with a guy.
And there was allegedly a sex tape or something, right?
Yes. And I was like, what? Me? Hell no. It was a lie, and it was ridiculous. And a bitch can say no damn stuff on because I got messages when I first started talking to him. And I was like, I have to get to the bottom of who's saying that. She was trying to plant a seed that I was cheating on this guy with a blood nigga. Bitch, you think that I'm you're not from the hood. So to you, because I'm blood, you think that I'm like, oh, I'm pressed to mess with blood. That's nothing to me. That's like being around Dominicans or something. Like it's like that don't mean nothing to me. Everybody's mad baller, everybody this, everybody that, and then this is New York. One thing about a New York person or anybody, they're gonna talk. And it's like, and I know it was confirmed that it was her that was going around with that rumor, because when she did her diss, she kept saying like, oh, why say how you like cheat or some shit like that. I forgot what she was saying, but it's like, so say who I was dealing with. Say it. Oh, you just made that up. You just made that up. You was being messy, and it's like, all right, bitch. Now I got a wet belt for you, and you ain't even gonna know when it's coming. Have you ever got hit with a wet belt?
So that is what Cardi B has to say about Bia. So there was a situation, I guess, apparently some type of miscommunication and rumors being started between Bia and Cardi B was not feeling that. But she said that the reason why she wanted to keep this beef continued. Now, again, we did a video about Cardi B where she's about drama just follows me, but she went after these girls in this album about expired beef, from my understanding. So she decided to continue the beef with this girl that they said, why would you bring it back up? Is, I mean, at this point, it was probably pretty much over, whatever. Oh, because they mentioned my kids. But then she goes into detail, but she never said anything about your kid. Really, in all reality, she basically aired out some tea that probably wasn't real about you sleeping with somebody that was from a gang that you might have been involved with, or whatever the case may be, but nothing about your kids. She said that she mentioned her kids trying to be funny. And and you know what? Maybe she's telling the truth. I don't know. But I just know that there's a lot of people who prolong beef, and they always be like, she said something about my kids, and the whole time ain't nobody said nothing about your kids, girl. You just really like to keep on stirring up drama. And that's why violence follows her, and that's why she has a chaotic lifestyle, because when you come into agreement with these kind of mindsets, with these kind of energies, demonic energy follows you, and it comes after you, it comes after your family and all of that if you don't get a hold of it soon. And there's no shade. I think that Cardi B is just being an artist. She's just always been a hothead. She's always been a crash out. So at the end of the day, there's ups and there's a lot that comes with being a successful rapper. As you can see, you go platinum. The way you go platinum, if you want to be like Cardi B, is by hashing out drama with other female artists, other Black female artists who are trying to make it in the industry as well. And as you can see, JT is a very dark female artist because she's dating Lil Uzi, who is in agreement with satanic symbolism and worship and everything else like that. And she is now associated herself with one of the most notarized witches in the industry, and her husband, whatever case may be. Y'all go look up the Rick Owens family. They real dark energy, demonic people, okay? From my understanding. Next, we're going to be kind of going over the whole situation where Corey LeRae gets involved in this. Now, if you guys don't know who Corey LeRae is, let me show you guys. Now, this is another female artist, okay? And you want to know what really kind of makes me feel a little some type of way is when Cardi B was at court, okay? She was at court and she was coming against this very voluptuous Black woman during her court date. And this Black woman was suing Miss Cardi B. She was suing Belcalis, okay, because she felt that Belcalis had assaulted her with her really long nails. And Belcalis decided that she wanted to say that that woman was big enough to protect a building. And she insulted that woman using the B word, numerous times. And then Cardi B, Belcalis, walked outside and there was an interviewer who asked Cardi B what she felt was an offensive question because they wanted to know who she was having a child with. Was it her husband or side dude? And Cardi B said, "You must respect women." And she threw items at the journalist who asked a very reasonable question. And so Cardi B just has something to say about, you need to respect women, respect women, respect women. You first, okay? You got to start with that plank in your eye, man. If you want people to respect you, if you want that energy, you have to attract that energy by giving that energy out. Now, Coi Leray, she's one of them girls. I like her song, that the No Party or No Friends song. I can't think of how it go. Nobody. And Coi Leray just had a baby as well. She's a single mom. Whoa, goodness gracious, what's happening here? Oh, that's Coi Leray's tea. We probably make a video with her and just show her some support and give her some biblical advice as well, because it's giving her baby daddy did her wrong. I don't know. I ain't, I don't be looking into too much stuff unless it comes up on my thing. But Coi Leray, she's also a new rapper, or not new rapper, but she's also a female rapper who is in the game, in the industry. She makes her own music and she does her own, she has her own life, okay? Coi Leray, she started out in the industry a few years ago, and she, honestly, Coi Leray is very beautiful. Her music is not that bad. I listen to Coi Leray. I used to listen to Coi Leray's music. Okay. So here's an image of Coi Leray. Let me pull up some of her stuff. Coi Leray also worked with, I don't know if she worked with Cardi B in the past, but she did work with Nicki Minaj in the past. They have a video.
Friend, we killing them. No new friends, get rid of them. Ooh, these new niggas, yeah, I ain't feeling them. Yeah, it's just me and my twin in them. And my twin in them. Go best friend, we killing them. No new friends, get rid of them. Ooh, these new niggas, yeah, I ain't feeling them. Yeah, it's just me and my twin in them. And my twin in them.
Okay, so that is Coi Leray. And Coi Leray is the one and only. But yeah, that's who Coi Leray is, okay? Well, anyway, there was a situation where Coi Leray is allegedly annoyed with Cardi B for name dropping her while dissing Bia. Okay, so again, y'all remember Bia. She dissed Bia on the line, they only book you when they can't afford Corey. They are, and so Coi Leray, she said, "How are you annoyed, child?" Basically, that was a compliment. Well, Coi Leray felt like, why are you mentioning me in a song? She said, Coi Leray was like, I'm way bigger than her. She should have compared her to somebody else. She said, I just hate my name being mentioned. I'm way bigger than Bia. So I don't quite understand the comparison. She should have compared her with someone else. So go best friend and killing them. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with Cardi B, but she throwing a lot of shots, and now she name dropping this young lady who they ain't got no beef. And Corey LeRae, she one of them rappers who mind their own business and just make music. She don't be associating herself with nobody's beef or nothing like that. And she really, really pretty too. She just had a baby, and she got some drama with her baby daddy, who is this I think his name is Trippie Redd or whatever. We'll do a video about. Okay, so anyway, guys, there's also a I lost my whole train of thought. I don't even know where I was at. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Cardi B has been mentioning all these other rappers. Now, Carly Rae, she not one of them girls that like to be in beef and stuff like that. She mind her business for the most part. I don't be seeing her wrapped up into too much drama. When things went wrong with her and her baby daddy, she didn't hash out their tea or nothing like that. Not that I know of. But we'll make a trending topic about Coi Leray, and we'll give her kudos for some of the accomplishments that she has made in this industry in a positive light as well. And so then, yeah, so Cardi B has mentioned her name in the album as well. And then for some reason, this album has influenced Cardi B to mention some of the things with her ex-husband or or her husband that they into it, because they ain't get no divorce or nothing like that. Ain't no divorce or nothing like that. Separated, yes. But I guess he has been refusing to divorce her for financial reasons. Okay. So she slams him for holding her hostage, or holding the divorce hostage and not properly giving her, he ain't ready to sign them papers. Papers. He ain't ready to sign them papers. And so this is what Cardi B got to say about that. So again, this is the drama that came with the album that she said, "Am I the drama?" ? It's giving yes, ma'am. And you know what? Cardi B knows how to keep herself on the media. She knows how to keep herself popular and famous. And she also knows that in order to survive in this industry, a lot of times, most of the time, you have to have negativity wrapped around it.
Isn't finalized more than a year after she filed to end their story. Cardi B has pulled back the curtain on why her divorce from ex-husband Offset still isn't finalized more than a year after she filed to end their stormy marriage. And it all comes down to dollars and cents. In a late-night heart-to-heart with fans, the Grammy-winning rapper revealed that the proceedings have hit a wall because she's being pressured to pay Offset's taxes and even surrender one of her properties, an ordeal she described as being held hostage in paperwork when all she really wants is closure and a fresh start. Cardi reminded listeners that she gave her all to their 7-year relationship, which included 2 wedding rings and 3 children, though she's also admitted disappointment, wishing Offset had stepped up as a stronger father figure. Now, with a new baby on the way with her new boyfriend, NFL star Stefon Diggs, her sights are set on joy and building the life she deserves.
So that is what Cardi B has to say about her current situation with her
House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries is demanding an ironclad health care agreement as tensions escalate ahead of a potential government shutdown.
Sorry about that. So when Cardi B gets this album dropped, she's got all of this platinum, that. You already know what comes with that is negativity. You got to upkeep your negative energy. You got to upkeep the negative chaos that comes with being in this industry when it comes to producing secular music and negative vibes. The spirit of chaos, that violent energy that she has to upkeep, and that's just what it is. Okay. So she has been successful with this dramatic negative energy that's attached with this album that she dropped. Now, yes, it is successful, and yes, she done broke some records, And yes, she sent out them drones. I told y'all she sent out them drones. Y'all thought I was being dramatic. Cardi B gonna send them drones out, child. But in all reality, what comes with that is some things. So, you know, you want to be a rapper, just be careful because it comes with some negative, violent, chaotic energy. Okay. Now, as you guys can see, she coming out with this new baby with this dude, Stephen Giggs or whatever the case may be. And he got a number of baby mamas. Okay. Stephen Diggs, this right here is where the demonic rituals get to taking place. Okay. Because Stephen Diggs, he is very fertile. Okay. He got a number of baby mamas. Okay. I think Cardi B is the third baby mama. So Kay is I guess he got a baby mama by name Kay. Before Giselle's baby was born, Kay gave birth to a baby girl, and then Giselle, she gave birth to her daughter or something that was born in April, whatever case may be. And now Cardi B, she is the third baby mama. So and Cardi B didn't know. I don't know if she knew, if she did know, but she don't care about none of that. She was very nonchalant about being third baby mama. But you guys have to understand, fornication is fornication. Infidelity is infidelity. Sexual immorality is sexual immorality. That is very disgraceful in the eyes of the Lord, especially when you come into covenant with God in terms of being married. Okay. So you guys already know I have to get into our biblical advice and what I have to say in terms of my opinion, and back it up with Bible verses. So that way, if you guys are thinking that this is cute, just know that it ain't. Okay. And this is no shade. This is not to bash anyone. To each his own. Do what you do. But for the people that live in regular lives, it's not cute to be baby mama number 4 or 5. It's not cute to be baby mama number 3. It's not cute to be nobody's baby mama. You are supposed to be the Lord's temple. You're supposed to be treated with respect, and you are supposed to be handled as treasure, especially if you are someone who identifies as a Christian, etc. Okay. Now, I don't know where my little sticky note went. Is that it right here? Go best friend. Go best friend. Okay, here it goes. So let me go on ahead and pull up some scriptures for you guys in regards to the verbal abuse, right? So again, Cardi B have a whole bunch of mean stuff to say to these rappers in response to the beef that they already had in the past. And then now these other rappers are coming back at her with their response. You know, JT said some very mean stuff back to Cardi B. And that's not how women, especially women of color, Black women who are successfully living life in a successful way, who are around successful businesses and doing successful things with yourself. You don't want to handle yourself in this kind of way. First of all, it's disgraceful. And second of all, if you got young Black girls looking up to you, this is not how you want to represent yourself. This is not how you want to handle yourself. You don't want to be giving verbal abuse back and forth. And in this case, JT, she responded with a video. She could have responded and turned it into art, and they could have been like, oh, it's just friendly competition. But and said they were saying some very harmful, hurtful things to each other verbally, right? And then when it comes to just name dropping other artists, making one artist seem like they're lower than the next artist, or putting it out there like, oh, I'm way bigger than that artist, or making people feel like they're more successful than the other, that's also kind of degrading, because it's like, dang, bro, what you trying to say? Right? So we want to be friendly with how we handle each other. Even if there is beef, you want to handle each other accordingly. Okay. So we're going to be heading into Matthew chapter 5, verse 22. But I tell you that anyone who is angry with a brother or sister will be subject to judgment. Again, anyone who says to a brother or sister, Rakah, it is answerable to the court, and anyone who says you fool will be in danger of the fire of hell. Okay? So again, when it comes to how Jesus feels about verbal abuse and verbally attacking each other, you're going to go, there's a special place in hell for people that like to verbally abuse each other. In other words, that's what it said. Now I highlighted it in blue. Let me do yellow, green. Matthew verse 12. I'm sorry, Matthew chapter 12, verse 36 through 37. But I tell you that everyone will have to give account on the day of judgment for every empty word they have spoken. For by your words you will be acquitted, and by your words you will be condemned. Okay, so again, Jesus don't play all that verbally abusing each other and being all weird and mean to each other, giving each other empty words, saying mean stuff to your brother and sister in Christ, and all of this stuff. Like, come on, y'all, and my thing is, it's easier said than done, because the grown-ups over here, they know I'll crash out too. So this is for me too. Okay, I need to check the plank in my eye, because it's easy to pop off, right? But in all reality, this is not what you want to be showing your younger female supporters. Now, I ain't talking about nobody kids. You got y'all, your mama is supposed to be raising you. But I'm talking about the young female adults that's 21 years old, that's looking up at the Cardi B, listening to Cardi B, listening to JT, listening to Corey LeRae, and they like, oh, if a girl come at me crazy, I'm gonna put her and her husband business out there, and that's why your husband do this, and that's why your boyfriend do that, and that's why you this and that, and boop 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 boop. And Jesus over there looking like, all right, keep on, and you're gonna go to hell. That's not how you treat nobody. You don't want to be verbally abusing your brother and sister in Christ, okay? I'm low-key irritated, low-key, because I have a meeting in a minute, and I don't know if I'm be able to make it to the meeting, because whatever. Anyway, sorry, I had a moment. She also wanted Cardi B also. Here, let me continue to share my screen, because we're gonna be in the Bible for a second here. But Cardi B also, come out that courthouse talking about you need to respect women. You need to respect women. Da, 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 da. Well, you first, ma'am. You start with your own plank in your own eye, and then we'll go from there, okay? Because at the end of the day, you have a massive platform with millions of people watching you and trying to mimic you and stuff like that. So it's 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 11. In the same way, the women are to be worthy of respect, not malicious talkers, but temperate and trustworthy in everything. Be ladylike. Act like a lady. Like, you need to act like a lady, okay? Because you said that you said that lady looked like she could protect the building. You need to, like, really, like, seriously, you need to not be so malicious stalkers, okay? Like, no, for real. Like, for real. Stop being a malicious stalker, okay? Let's go to Matthew one more time. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, let me take the speck out of your eye, when the whole time there's a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite. First take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck out of your brother's eye. Somebody said, what does that mean? That means before you start to go out there hashing out people's bull drama and bull crap and all of this drama, I'm about to tell your tea, I'm about to tell your tea, I'm about to take your tea, I got receipts, I'm tell your tea. Get through your divorce first. Make that man sign them papers before you start talking about what somebody's boyfriend like to do with his behind. Okay? Before you start talking about what somebody else's boyfriend wants to do with his hind palms, then you need to be figuring out how to get your husband to sign them papers first. Start here. And vice versa. Before you start talking about how somebody's husband identifies as an LGBTQ plus X, Y, and Z, then you need to be making sure that your husband or your boyfriend stops doing all this satanic witchy hoodoo stuff first. Y'all need to start with yourselves first before you start doing this. And get that plank out your eye first, friend. Get that plank out your eye first. Get that plank out your eye first. Dun, 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 dun. Real quick. And then you guys already know that when it comes to Cardi B situation and how she's just baby daddy whoop whoop, and she got her new because my boyfriend da 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 da, and now young girls that are looking at her, they like, oh, I can get married, and then me and my husband, we could just separate, and then I'll just go get me another successful big ball player. I'll go get me another successful black man to have a baby by. And that's a big hard no in the eyes of the Lord. You have heard that it was said, this is Matthew 5, verse 27. You have heard that it was said, you shall not commit adultery. But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. If your right eye causes you to stumble, gouge it out and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one part of your body than for your whole body to be thrown into hell. And if your right hand causes you to stumble, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to lose one body part than have your whole body thrown into hell. It's a special place in hell for people that like to break covenants and do certain things like that Cardi B is doing, according to the word. Now that's written in the word. The people, just like I said with the last situation, these celebrities are not even just celebrities, people in leadership, people that have a little risen and have a little popularity and stuff like that, people that people are looking up to, they normalize things that is against God's will. Like, you knew this whole time you wasn't no divorce, and then you went and got into another relationship, publicly went into another relationship, showing the young viewers and followers that, girl, all you got to do is just get separated. You can find you another rich, successful black man and get knocked up by him. It's okay to just keep having babies, girl. That's your baby daddy. That's my baby daddy too. Sexual immorality is a sin. I don't know why people don't ever want to acknowledge that that is a fact according to the word. But people have normalized playing with God and breaking covenants with God way too much. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4, marriage should be honored by all, and the marriage bed kept pure, for God will judge the adulterer and all the sexual immoral. Keep your lives free from the love of money and be content with what you have, because God has said, never will I leave you, never will I forsake you. So when people are looking at this glamorous lifestyle that Cardi B is upkeeping with her secular music and her sexual immorality and her adulterous lifestyle that she is promoting, in a sense, it's a special place in hell for people that live this way when they don't make their lives right with God, according to the Old and New Testament. Now, divorce. But they said that you can get a divorce in the Bible. Yes, you surely can. And you can get remarried if the Lord appoints you another husband after your previous husband and or wife has expired, died. Now, who are we to judge? We're not judges. Don't judge that woman. She probably have some type of separation anxiety. She might have, some type of codependency issues. She might have childhood trauma. She might have no idea what she's doing is wrong in the eyes of the Lord. She might not even believe in God. You don't know what her religious status is. But as Christians and as believers of Christ, and as people who want to have a righteous lifestyle, the way that Cardi B lives and the music that Cardi B promotes is a hard no in the eyes of the Lord. Okay. Now it's okay every now and again if you want to listen to regular music, just watch the vibrations that you are in agreement with. And when it comes to relationships and everything else like that, you can have friendships and relationships with people. That don't mean you got to get in the bed and have a baby by nobody. You don't have to get in the bed and have any type of sexual relations with anybody. You can have a real life intimate relationship with a male counterpart or a female counterpart and not get in the bed with them. If there's something that's causing you to want to do something like that all the time, then your problems are way more deeper than you know, and you are worried about the wrong thing. Okay. So that's what I have to say on that. I really hope that you guys can get into it, because it's really difficult to find people who are honest about what it is and what it ain't when it comes to the word. So y'all go read your Bible. I showed you guys the YouVersion Bible site. And then also come hang out with your girl and read your Bible during live stream so we can get armored up, because the second coming of Jesus is around the corner. He on the freeway. Okay. And that's what I got to say on that. It's your girl, Cassie King. And I am out. Hugs and kisses. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.